I find hope in the darkest of days.
Darkest of days.
I find hope in the darkest of days.
And focus in the brightest. I do not judge the universe. Dalai Lama.
Dalai Lama.
Dalai Lama.
There's a difference between looking at living eyes
Looking at living eyes.
and looking through them.
And looking through them.
Unknown.
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 I didn't realize. Okay, and then say unknown.
I was just running through my head if I were in a different shirt every time. Okay. I am a living story.
I am a living story.
I am a living story.
What was the scariest moment
What was the scariest moment?
that defines me to this day?
Defining moment of my life.
I would have to say that the scariest moment I've experienced in my life so far was me overdosing. I had been a heroin addict for 5 years of my life until it finally caught up with me and I ended up overdosing.
Probably my motorcycle accident back in the Navy. I was being young and dumb and was going entirely too fast and ended up coming around a blind corner and there was a tractor trailer truck there and I put my bike down and hit the tractor trailer truck at 100 miles an hour.
Was when I was a freshman in college. The first college I went to was down in Savannah, Georgia. And it was a really good art school, a really great school. Everyone was very excited for me to go, and it sounded good to hear. It felt good to hear. It felt good to be a part of. I was doing this really awesome thing at a really cool place, and I was really scared, and I don't think that I was ready for it. And I was doing it more for other people than I was doing it for myself, and it ended up coming back and biting me in my ass.
And I was terrified through that whole experience. I was declared legally dead for about 10 seconds before they finally managed to revive me. I was too intimidated. I was too scared of what I was doing there. I didn't understand why I was there. I didn't feel like I was good enough to be there. I had this terrible sinking feeling in my chest all the time. I mean, if you could just imagine a terrible sinking feeling in my chest. I can't eat, I can't sleep, I can't stop thinking about anything else except for how unhappy I am. And when I learned about that, I made a decision to really finally get help, get clean, change my life, and do all of that.
Still walked away with nothing wrong with me, besides a small fracture in my wrist.
We decided to move to Colorado, and ever since I moved to Colorado, I have never been so happy, so sure of myself, so confident. And so that is the one thing about my life, an event in my life that I always look back to in terms of how scary it was, and that was the moment where I decided to change everything and become the person that I now am today. Now I am, in the wintertime, I work up at Sunlight Mountain Resort as a liftee. And then now in the summertime, I'm working for the same boss and I do landscaping.
I'm currently finishing up school and I work at the liquor store at the bottom of the hill now. And I am working towards becoming a park ranger.
Well, I am a student at Colorado Mountain College and I'm a theater major here. This is my third year here under that degree program, and I also work for Colorado Mountain College as a resident assistant in the residence hall that we have up here on campus.
What are some things that I love? A newly found thing that I love is rock climbing.
I absolutely adore my friends. They're the whole reason I'm happy. They're the whole reason that I want to keep going every day.
And of course, family, friends, and my girlfriend.
For me, the biggest thing that I love are my friends and those that I hold dear to my heart. If someone isn't what others want them to be, the others become angry. Everyone seems to have an idea of how others lead their lives,
but none about his or her own.
Paulo
Coelho.